Rabid's World, Rabid's World. It's party time. It's excellent. Rabid's World. What's going on, guys? Let's get the stream started.
Switch that V6 for the EV. Ride around my city. You should come right with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip out water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate. We need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it change cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. New car goes zoom, but it's quiet. You can hear me come and think I'm lying. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying. I can't say I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I'ma give my all till I'm dying. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told Told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya.
What's going on, everyone? And Stingy, what's happening? Thank you very much for the 50 knock. Now, I know you're very excited to see homemade Canadian meatballs, but I do have, we don't have them. I'm sorry. They're not here. I remembered this morning. I was like, oh no, we needed homemade meatballs today, and this is bad. But last night, we did run into town, and I got something for you. So I'll show you something. It's not made here. It was made at a place, but you know, we'll see. It might not be as exciting, but we'll find out. Let's do a quick roll call, see who we got in the house and what's all going on today. So we got Red Putts, Wealth Talks, Ogre MGTOW, Justin Miner, Christopher Klein, Dilligaff, what's happening? Dave Collins, Oofer, Balls, Mining for the People, Hugo Down, Justin Miner, I try not to repeat too many times here, Sling Buzz, Andres 23007. Okay, let's see, going through. Skirm, what's happening? Just a Miner, I already said. Jeff Key, totally butchered that. Travelers Travels, what's happening? Everyone see Nox is at an all-time high right now, climbing. Yes, totally see that. That's great. As for me, I don't have any, so it sucks for me, I guess. If I had any, I'd probably sell it, but that's just me. Alexander Fleener, what's going on? Jeff K, X64-bit player, what's happening? Wow, Henway, Travelers Travels, just another crypto miner. Okay, let's see what's happening. Scrolling. I show slow. T13, Travelers Travels again. Abul Rahim. Uh-oh, it just jumped on me, guys. It just jumped. Where are we at here? Fernando Leaners, Quad Spawner, what's going on? Gozo My Tech. King Mining, Ball, what's going on, Ball? Zav, Keith Betts, and there we go. Techman, what's happening? Squirrel Master, Johnny Cole. Wow, it jumps on me, and then I still have to scroll. That was an ultimate fail in jumping. So let's get back to Stingy here on the RabidMining food channel. We do not have homemade meatballs today, but I do have something to show you. So we're gonna, what is going on? Wrong thing. Where's my thing? Okay, good. It is on. Here we go. What are we gonna show you today? It is, here we go. We got some pizza. This is a beef and green pepper from Pizza Hut. So I went to Pizza Hut last night. We got ourselves some pizza, and this is what I have to show you because I totally forgot about the meatballs. I'm so sorry. Not sponsored anyway by Pizza Hut, but it is really good. And look at the eyeballs right on it. See the eyeballs right there? Ooh, look at that. Looks so good. Don't eat me. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I got for you. We got some homemade. Oh, it's not homemade at all. It's made by Pizza Hut. But there we go. Now everyone's probably hungry. Everyone wants a bite of pizza now. Everyone's going to go and start ordering pizza. Pizza Hut, you owe me $1,000. Thank you very much. Anyway, what's going on? It is Saturday. We're live. Looks like Nanopool just released a statement I seen this morning. I plan on trying to go through every pool, get something together so everyone knows what's going on with each pool. But just a quick rundown. I don't have it brought up or anything, but Nanopool looks like they're going to give everybody that's on their pool their funds. They're not going to do the censorship issues and stuff. They're not going to do anything with the whole staking side whatsoever. Pretty much Nanopool says, we're done with Ethereum once it moves to POS. We can't deal with any type of censorship. We can't do any of this. Everyone, please link an Ethereum wallet address to your account, and we will pay you all the Ethereum that we owe you on the pool. So that's awesome coming out of Nanopool right there, and they do support other coins as well after that fact. But great on Nanopool for getting that announcement. I believe Hivon released an announcement the other day. You have to have set your minimum withdrawals to whatever the minimum is. And then if you do have some left over, you don't hit the minimum. It does look like after the merge goes through a couple weeks, probably once they wait for everything to calm down or something, you can then get all through a manual transfer, everything out of Hivon as well. So looks like those two pools are doing great things. Again, some of the other pools that I know so far, it looks like you do have to hit that minimum. So, you know, they're trying to get what they can out of the miners. I know it might not seem much. I did see that comment on that one video whenever I did it last week there. Don't let pools keep your Ethereum. Actually, this one right here, I was just kind of going over it. The only one we had at the time was Ethermines. But, you know, it's like, oh, it's only $4. Oh, it's only $3, 0.005 ETH, whatever. You know, every pool is different. But think about it, seriously. $4 out of how many miners are on the pool is left there. And then all of a sudden, that $4 in, say, the next bull run could turn to $20. These pools are going to make a lot of money of just people not caring about it. This is pretty much why, you know, oh, we can add 2% taxes onto your GST or something, your PST, and people are like, oh, it's only 2%. This stuff adds up, and you just let everybody get away with it. That is not the right thing to do, guys. Open up. Look at these things. These mining pools, some of them are going to make a lot of money off these small little fees that you think, oh, well, that's nothing anyway. That is actually quite a bit as this stuff adds up. So keep that in the back of your mind, guys. Don't just throw it out the window. Stingy, thank you again for the 50 knock. Wow, thank you. Some real Canadian pizza. Canadian food looks so good. You must have pizza over there. Where is it? Normandy or Norway? Norway. You're from Norway. Am I correct? Am I right on that? I think that's where it's from. But you must have pizza and stuff there. Come on. Okay, Daniel, hey, RabidMining, do you think Furo will have a chance to be a great mining coin? I don't know what the future of any of these coins are. We can all talk about them, hype about it, how good they're going to do, but in the long term, we have no idea how they're going to perform. They got to do huge things. Furo recently reduced miner rewards quite a bit. They swapped around their POS side, their nodes, and the miner rewards. The miners were getting 75%, and I believe the nodes were getting like 25, or maybe it was like 65 and something, because there is a percentage there for dev fees. I don't know the whole thing, but miners was the largest amount, but they swapped that over to their POS side. So now miners are actually getting the least amount of each of those block rewards. So they're definitely going to need even larger price gains to compensate for that in order to maintain the hash rate. But they pretty much already said, you know, we care more about our nodes now than we care about our miners. Our miners pretty much ditched us in the past when they were getting attacked and stuff due to profitability issues. They weren't paying the miners enough. So you can't blame miners for leaving a network if you're not paying them enough to maintain your hash rate. So they're getting attacked, almost got delisted a bunch of times. Their stakers are obviously more engaged in the community other than most miners, because we just look for what to mine, move around hash rate like that. And the stakers, you know, they invested into the coin. So that's where everyone was doing it. So they decided to move and give more payouts to their nodes, which kind of makes sense, you know, if they're running your coin as like a business type of thing operation, it makes sense to do that. But in terms for mining, Furo is going to really have to get some big gains to compensate for everything what they did on the mining side. So if they lose more hash rate and they're not paying enough, I can see Furo potentially moving to 100% staking platform, which would be a proof of stake platform if they don't have enough to compensate. Again, if you can't get attacked, they might still keep that open due to most of it being on the nodes. So that's kind of what I see Furo going on. Again, I don't really know. I don't follow Furo. I don't follow much of these other coins too much. Not too bad. You know, I'm definitely going to have to start following them. If you saw my other CPU video yesterday on CPU mining and what I'm doing and not worrying about the merge too much, that's because I always had my eyeballs on CPU coins, looking at things in the background, looking how much a coin is paying its miners, and then how much hash rate is there to compensate for it. And if they're paying quite a bit, but there's not that many miners on it because either they don't know about the coin or they don't think it's a good coin or it's a crap coin, that means they're paying excess to the miners, which means you can dibble in there, grab a bunch of, you know, coins, funds from the coin that's being distributed and bounce out. With GPUs, it's pretty much, oh, I can mine Ergo, I can mine Ethereum. Most people just buy a GPU, point it at Ethereum, you're making money. That easy. Point and click, you're done. It's definitely going to change after that. You're going to have to think more of the CPU mining side of what I was doing, and you're really going to have to take a look at how much a coin is paying to the miners, how much hash rate is on the network, how much are they paying per hash rate, and kind of levels that you have to look for in terms of hash rate to where it may or may not become profitable. And I wanted to bring up a really good example because I know it all comes down to, in terms of profitability of the future of GPUs, is we need like an equilibrium across what is majority of the miners paying for power. Now, You have 40 people paying 40 cents. You have people that don't pay for power. You have people that pay 0.00. You know what? I have it in my Discord right here. Where is it? I got to bring this up. Look at this power price, guys. Where is it? Pay. Where do I have it? No. Hash rate. No. Is it on here? Thought it was here. Maybe I can't find it now. Okay, right here. So right here, I put in this, like, this is what people got to realize when dealing with the merge. Power prices like this won't stop people from mining while others are at a loss, even with 7-cent power. Look at this, 0.00030 cents per kilowatt hour of a power price. So we got to figure out what is an average. Now, in theory, the hash rate will not go in difficulty above the level to keep the profitability at least break even point. So this is when miners have to quit depending on your power price, but it is going to come down to the majority of miners and what there is. So like, you know, a lot of us residential miners, I got 16 cents. If you work that to USD, I'm at about 12 cents, but in Canadian, I'm paying 6.7 cents or so. You know, some people in Europe have up to 40 cents. Other people are getting jumps up to $1 per kilowatt hour. Some people are at 8 cents. Some are offsetting with solar. Some have 3 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent. Overall, where is that average number at? And that's where the majority of the miners sitting at that average, which I'm thinking is probably around the 5 or 6 cents kilowatt hour. Because remember, mining farms have so much hash rate in terms of GPUs and stuff that, you know, they have cheap power, they have deals. Yes, they have more overhead and costs and stuff, but, you know, it doesn't mean they won't lay off people and still try to mine at a loss or mine at, you know, whatever. And they can also do tax write-offs at losses, whatever. They have a whole bunch of other loopholes on the side, but they have cheap power and a lot of hash power. And then we have other people around the world hosting platforms and so on that have very cheap power. So with that coming in, what is the average power cost throughout the world that this will drop at? Is it 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents? So if there's a break-even cost at, like, say 6 cents per kilowatt hour on any coin, that means anyone over that is going to be unprofitable. So this is the numbers we really have no idea. And this is why I really think it's going to take a lot of miners quitting to bring profitability and difficulty down so that the future profitability kind of comes up. Again, we need price gains, stuff like that. The current state, you know, we have a lot of stuff pumping. We know we got flux going on right now. We have Ergo happening, ETC, all these coins, though, they really need massive price gains and miners to quit for the future to be friendly. So it's going to be very interesting moving forward. You're at 12 cents approximately. So I've seen a bunch of ads here. I'm going to scroll up and see what I missed. Face reveal. No, we're not doing that. You know, we're inconspicuous, I guess. We're hidden. You know, it's more of a mystery. A lot of people have seen me, though. Don't get me wrong. I've been to GPU drops. I've been to everything. I've worn my RabidMining merch and stuff, and everyone's like, "Hey, Rabid, are you Rabid?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Rabid." And so I've talked to people face to face, you know, waiting for GPU. So a lot of people have seen me, but I haven't done it, you know, live here and stuff. But yeah. Hey, Rabid, do you think Firo will... Okay, we went through that. When is it okay to use an exchange wallet to mine to? That's a good question. The best time to use an exchange wallet to mine to is never. That's right. Never mine to an exchange at all in any way. Like, it's not that it's like, well, it is a bad thing. I'm not trying to justify it in any way at all, but you should mine to your own wallet. Then if you want to sell or something, send the funds to it, because you never know if an exchange is going to halt something. You never know if an exchange gets attacked, if a network gets attacked, if anything ends up getting attacked. Neoxa, on the other hand, like right now it's pumping. That's good. But I hope it does not get attacked. Look at this. Neoxa is number one to mine right now. Let's just calculate this again with a 3070. Now it's on Kapow. It's making $1.21 after power. Allegedly, it could bring it, depending how your power is, it could be high, it could be less. I'm still not mining it. I'm staying away from it. It's at 335 gigahash. That's not much hash rate at all. That's a pin needle to what something like NiceHash currently has. So if they still have a Neoxa here on there, this could be attacked sometime today very easily by somebody. And if it's at $1.21, $1.64 before power, and then someone attacks it, makes a bunch more fake coins. Now they do have the increased confirmations. I don't know if that came down or not, but You know, they may wait for something to stabilize, but there's not much hash rate. Very easy to attack this network at this point. And if they do that, that's another attack within a month or two. And then, you know, it's not going to be much longer, and exchanges won't even list this anymore. So, and what happens if you add more hash rate to secure the network? Well, obviously this profits will turn from $1.21. You double it up, it's going to be like 60 cents after power, drop to 20 cents. People will start saying, oh, okay, now it's not worth mining. And now they pull off, and now it's back into attack vectors again. So, you know, it's very interesting, crazy stuff. So don't mine to an exchange for potential reasons like that and a whole bunch of other things. Just don't do it. Just mine to your own wallet, send it to an exchange if you want to trade or sell. And that's it. Don't mine to the exchange, because you do have, you're putting yourself at higher risk of losing everything you just mined, is pretty much how that works out. All right, scrolling on. Any more questions at me? All this stuff. Oh, it just jumped on me. Now where are we at? Have you seen the protest in Europe over the power? No, I have not. I wouldn't doubt it though. That's insane power prices, but at the same time, I know I don't know what's all going on with the power grid, but I do know that obviously with what's going on in Ukraine and everything, they have those big nuclear power plants that seem to be been getting taken over, I guess. I don't know how much you can say with here without getting in trouble. So I got to try and keep it as easy as possible, where they're getting taken over. They're not ran. They're offline. They're back online. So obviously that's taken a lot of power out of the grid. So in order for it makes sense that power prices are going up. So I understand that. So I don't think a protest is going to do anything. But again, maybe that's not how the power grids, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going elsewhere that provides so much more power. Then, you know, maybe that's understatement. So I don't know what's going on in Europe for sure in terms of anything, but no, I have not seen any types of protests, but that's very interesting. For sure. We got Red Butts here with the nuclear, as always. We need old peacemakers for their batteries. Oh, man. The one is very likely not. Yeah, no, it's not USD for sure. That is not a USD power price. I don't think that's anywhere in the US, but that's elsewhere. But remember, North America is not the only place in the planet. United States is not the only place on the planet. Canada is not the only place on the planet. We have huge hosting services in like Romania, Iceland, all these other places. People move there, send hardware to it, do all these things because the power is very, very cheap. So keep that in mind, you know, just because. So these things we got real. We can't just justify where we are right now and think, oh, well, whatever. You know, we have to realize what's going out in the world if we really want to see what's going to be happening everywhere. Probably RuPaul's, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, it's super cheap power. So just keep that in mind. Flux, bro. I don't think Flux. Yeah, I probably will not be mining Flux. Like I said, it needs to hit like $800 to pay miners what ETH currently is. Now, remember, that's a lot of leeway. So Ethereum obviously has a lot of room for a lot more miners. Why? Because it's so profitable. If something is very profitable, it can support a lot more miners, and Ethereum didn't get to the level yet where it breaks even. So obviously a lot of mining farms could expand and grow on Ethereum. That's going to be gone at this point. But right now, there's too many miners for what the other coins are kind of paying out. And this brings me to a thing that I did want. Where is it? Mining pool stats. I want to go to Monero here. So this is a very good realization on something. So Monero. So as we know, Monero, some of you guys might not like it. Some guys may like it, but it has a major backing. And what do I mean by that? That means when I say people mine at a loss and stuff, or depending on the overall power throughout the world of who's mining, like maybe through data centers or something, because these are on CPUs and whatnot. But look at this. It's in that 2.65 gigahash. If I go to my CPU mining calculator, I thought I had it up here. Maybe I don't anymore. All right, so I gotta duplicate this. I gotta bring it up. We're gonna go to the CPU mining calculator. Let's just have a quick look. See, so random X, a 3900X is about 12,600. 12,600 hashes here. You know, nice and easy. That's about 32 cents before power. Now, at my power price, I'm hanging out. I can run this at about 109 watts. Not too bad at 0.16 per kilowatt hour. Now, actually, this is in Canadian, so I'd have to actually go 12 cents in USD because this is all in USD stuff currently, I believe. So we're going to go calculate, And that's making me 1 cent after power. Are you going to mine something, build out your rigs, you know, expand your farm for 1 cent per day after power? A lot of you are probably saying no. At the same time, this is still green. It's 1 cent. You're kind of making something, and then the price go up. Yes, we've been in a down market, but look at all the hash rate on Monero. There's so much hash rate there on one of the least profitable coins because people believe in it, or it's because people mining have very, very, very cheap power. Like now let's take a look at someone that might have 5 cents per kilowatt hour. Here's 5 cents per kilowatt hour. This guy's now making 9 cents at 5 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm at 12 cents USD. I'm in the negatives. These people at 5 cents are still making 19 cents. So they're okay. It's only 5 cents. People can have cheaper power. People believe in a network. So this is the bottom line of what we could look at. Us in North America here paying anywhere from 9 to 12 to 16 to 30, 40 in Europe, you know, might be not profitable mining on our GPUs, and most likely we won't. But it could still remain profitable for other people throughout the world, which means that hash rate won't come off because they're still making money. So how do we justify this? Obviously, it comes down to efficiency of your equipment. Do you run a Jazz miner in ETC, or do you run your 3090s? Obviously, you're going to be running Jazz miners or something because it just makes a lot more sense than throwing a GPU on it, unless, you know, the price comes up and makes it worthwhile, and then it starts paying miners more because it's paying the price, and then, you know, we see the hash rate swings. But this is one thing to keep in mind after the merge. These are factors that we have no idea is out there on other people's power prices. Are they mining at a loss because they really love the network and they want to secure it? Or are they just mining for profits? And if it's a profit mining operation, you know, most likely you're probably going to shut off, and then we will see things. So that's a factor we don't know about. We don't know about how fast hash rate will come off. It's probably going to happen in a few waves. Obviously, right now, everyone's just like, oh, GPUs will never be not profitable. You'll always be profitable. Look at what to mine. This coin is still doing that. That coin's still doing that. And people don't, and some don't even realize the merge is happening. And there's a whole bunch of different things out there. So I think wave one will follow. The first few days, we'll probably see people realize, like, wow, what's going on here? I did not expect this. And then, you know, a month will go by, and then we'll see, you know, the stragglers and other power prices kind of fall off. And then about 2-3 months after that, we may see a pretty big exodus at that point because people will give up. At the same time, I really don't even think we've seen the bottom of the crypto market. Have you been following this for the past few months? You know that I'm not expecting the bottom to hit till probably around December or January of this year, early next year. So I don't think the bottom of the whole market has hit. So that's going to weed out a lot of people as well. So it's very interesting. I stablecoined my stuff up. It's a gamble. I don't know if I should have done it. Not financial advice in any way, but you know, I just saw things that happened in the past. I'm taking my own advice per se, I guess. And let's go to CoinMarketCap and kind of see when I did this. So I had my Ethereum in here. It was about 3 weeks ago. So where's the 1 month average here? So yeah, it was about right here, actually. What day is this? 18th. What's today? Here. Coming up. Yeah, it was about right here. I stablecoined up about this area right in here, I believe it was. It was Canadian prices, about $2,300 Canadian. And I don't know what it is in USD, but it was right at the tip of when it started to fall. I was estimating this based on the past. Each of these July, August pumps lasted about 5 weeks, and then it came crashing down sideways, and then the bottom came at the end of the year. So I was like, okay, it's been about 5 weeks. Now I wasn't expecting any of these small upturns since then. I was like, okay, well, it's being extended, whatever. I don't care. Maybe I made a bad call. And then now we're seeing this crash starting to come. So it could come back up. I'm not a trader, anything in any way, shape, or form. Remember that, guys. I'm not a trader. But I did do this around this point here. And then now I see that it's starting to come down. Now, is it going to keep coming down? I have no idea. There's a lot of talks out there about money going out to the public in the US. So that could bring more money into crypto. So we could see another gain coming in. Remember, do the daily news stuff for your day trading type of operations. I'm not a day trader, not financial advice. But I always look at the big picture, and that means going back in time, seeing what happens. And we've seen these July, August pumps always happen. I don't care what's going on with the world. We always seen it happen. There's always a different excuse to why it happened and why it didn't happen. Point is, it always happens, okay? And then we're coming in, and I think the bottom's going to come. So I'm stable coined up. I'm waiting, and we'll just see what happens by the end of the year. Hopefully, I can get back in when I think the bottom will come. Will it come? Who knows? Maybe we did see it. A lot of you guys out there think the bottom's already here, and I could be 100% wrong. And I hope I am. I really hope crypto starts growing earlier than expected, but we don't know. Again, do your own thing. Get your own research from all over. Don't copy me because I'm a horrible trader, but I figured I'd try something out this time and see what happens. So we'll see if I win or lose on this operation. Talk Ergo. Ergo is great. It's very power intensive. Opposite of power intensive. It's very power friendly. You know, it drops your power consumption down, which means drops your power bill and everything down. But just like everything else, it's nowhere at a level that it needs to be after the merge. It's none of the coins are that you can. It doesn't matter if you're talking about Flux, Ergo, Raven, anything. None of them can support hash rate coming in any way, shape, or form. So in my mind, all GPU coins are literally dead merge date. It's not going to be worth it. Sure, I'm still going to be testing stuff going around, but it's going to come down to miners quitting. That's the bottom line. Miners are going to have to quit for the difficulty to come down. It's going to have to hit that break-even point on average hash rate around the world, which we were talking about earlier, or average power price. That's going to be like a break-even point on the crypto. And then depending on what people feel at that point in time, well, more hash rate will obviously have to come offline for us in North America and other places in the world to start becoming profitable. So it's going to be very interesting times. Now, I saw DeFi Django out there. He just bought $70,000 worth of rigs. That's insane. That's USD. But for him, it might be a good idea. I'm not saying it was a good idea. I was shaking my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't believe he just did this. But he has cheap power. We got to keep that in mind. He's in a different situation where his power and stuff doesn't cost him that much. He's renting on like per the amount of area that he uses. So he's not paying that much. But for if I saw, you know, $70,000, $60,000, $40,000, I'd be like, nope, not touching a GPU. Like if I saw a 3070 for like $150, I probably would still not buy it, because why would I buy something if it's not going to make me anything? So that's the way I'm kind of sitting right now. We're going to see how the market does after that, but I'm not buying anything in terms of GPUs until I see something happen, till either a lot of hash rate falls off or some coin goes like 10,000%. Then, you know, I might try to pick up a couple GPUs or something. But, you know, until that happens, I'm staying as far away from it as I can, because I really don't even see the GPUs being profitable in the next bull run. We're going to be less profitable in the next bull run than we currently are right now. Again, that's if the current hash rate remains around. It does come down to everybody quitting and then hash rate levels really tanking in order for those to come up. So we'll see what happens at that point, but currently it's not looking good. Vincent Gallo, question: do you not agree that most CPU coins settle to 30 to 50 cents per day, earning so much compute out there that is being profitable? Why do you heavy with 25 CPU rigs? See, I kind of went over that in the video, and I find it funny because that's where I say being active comes in. So obviously we looked at Raptorium when it was early and I was getting a bunch of coins per day and it was profitable, and the price was really low when I was doing that too. But you sold it that day, you were making, you know, really good profits. Everyone else obviously want to know about it. They found out about the coin, they moved to it, a hash rate and difficulty goes up, and then the profitability dumps. And then everyone goes, oh, CPUs is garbage, it's crap, you know, oh, it was a waste of money, waste of time, whatever. You got to remain active, which is how I started this whole live stream. I look for coins. How much is a coin paying? How much hash rate is there? I move there. If it looks like the hash ratio to the amount that the coin is paying its miners is low enough, or like is high, and not much miners are on it because they don't know about it or something, you get in there and you get your profits. This is what is going to happen on GPU. So taking the same mentality, Raptorium making $40, $50 a day down to 20 cents a day is exactly what is going to happen on these GPUs. And this is what you have to realize. And now everyone's saying how CPUs are so crappy. This is what people will be talking about when it comes to the GPUs, because there's way too much hardware out there and everyone's just looking for the next coin. So you have to remain very, very active. And a profit switching is not going to help you. I'm not talking about nice hash. It is not a profit switcher. It is an attack vector on other coins by rent. No, it's not an attack vector, but you know what you guys know what I'm talking about with that. But it just, you just mine whatever you get paid. You could be mining Ergo for $10 a day, not because it's worth $10 a day. It's worth to whatever the buyer wants your hash rate for. That's what nice hash is. Now, a profit switcher is one that actually moves coins around and you're mining that coin. But say the profit switcher, everyone seems like we need a profit switcher. It's the only way to survive. We got to get a profit switcher. If everyone is on this profit switcher, do you know what that means? Everyone will be switching at the same time, which means the difficulty will be jumping at the same time. So you guys can all be profit switching, getting super high difficulty. I'll just follow behind all you guys and realize through my charts and my sheets that, okay, I'm going to stay 2 steps behind this profit switcher and pick up the difficulty as it drops and there's hardly any hash rate. This is the things you got to do. Getting other people or third parties and stuff to do things for you will make you lose money. You got to get a lot more active in mining. You got to get a lot more versatile, look around, see what's happening, and this will keep you profitable. Just point and clicking, those days are gone and not going to happen anymore. So hopefully that kind of makes a little bit of sense out there. Nice hash does not profit switch crypto moons at 0. You are, how do I understand? Okay, let's find my sheet here. This really gets, okay, let's find out. Nice hash. A lot of people don't realize how nice hash works. Crypto, not to call you out, but you don't. Here's how this works. Let's find the whole nice hash guide. Where's their guide here on how it works? Let me see here. Guides and tutorials, product, press, quick miner. How's nice hash work? Maybe that'll pop it up. Where is this thing? Mining nice hash. There it is. So here it is right here. So here's nice hash. Here's you guys as the miner. Now you can use their quick miner, which mines only Ethereum. They're going to use a different one after that. Now you also have the main nice hash platform, which is, it moves around to different coins based on the algorithms that you allow and don't allow based on that. But it all comes down to this guy right here. And I've seen other YouTube videos in the past totally mess this up, where one day you're mining this and say you're on Ergo, for example. You're like, whoa, Ergo's the most profitable coin. You can go to what to mine, and Ergo might be ranked 5th, 6th, or 7th, 3rd, or whatever. It's nowhere near the top, but you're mining it because NiceHash pointed at you. It's not because it's the most profitable to mine. It's because this guy paid a lot more money. Highest bid always wins, because he wanted to get in on some Ergo. So this guy goes to NiceHash, says, I want X amount of hash rate. NiceHash says, okay, we got, based on all our statistics and everyone's benchmarking here, we have this amount of hash rate. So they take that Bitcoin, give it to the miner. You're getting paid your Bitcoin, and NiceHash then points your rigs and miners, your GPUs, hardware, towards whatever pool and coin this guy wants. So you could be mining one of the least profitable what to mine coins, but be getting paid more than the top coin because this guy here says so. He wants your hash. He gives it to NiceHash. NiceHash says, here, we'll point these rigs at it to fulfill that order for an X amount of time. It is not profit switching. It just mines whatever the buyer wants you to mine. And NiceHash is just renting out your hardware to these guys right here. That is how NiceHash works. There's no profit switching involved in it. It looks like profit switching because you're moving around and getting paid more. You're just getting paid more Bitcoin because that buyer bought more with Bitcoin for your hash rate. So that's how that goes around. It is not a profit switching tool in any way, shape, or form. There's a lot of misinformation regarding NiceHash out there. So just keep that in mind. All right. Anyway, back to where we were. Where are we at here? I got to do a video on that, I think, because so many people think NiceHash is a profit switcher and awesome. And really, it's going to hurt a lot of coins because of this mentality and stuff. Okay, you can go prove it. I will change my crypto moons. If you totally changed, give me some proof and let me know. Join the Discord, give me the proof and show me. I'll totally say I'm 100% wrong, but they're 100% advertised as a mining rig rental program where you buyers rent your hardware. So give me the proof and I will say I'm wrong, and I will display that information so we're all aware of how it works. But until that happens, it's a rental program, not a profit switcher. All right, let's continue. Give me an email link so I can send screen caps. My email is inside my is in the description. RabidMining.com is my email. Or not RabidMining.com. RabidMining@hotmail.com. Anyway, but yes, you could harm coins, so I do mine the coin itself. Buyers will only pay what the coin is worth at the time, though. Not always, because there's some spec mining stuff on there and stuff like that. Usually it remains hash rate going towards the top coin, but sometimes a lot of spec mining comes in there and they'll pay a decent amount to get a bunch of hash on a coin, or they'll pay a crap ton to attack a coin, which I was involved in that a couple of those Ethereum Classic ones in the past. I had a 2060 KO. I was on NiceHash trying it out for the first time. What was it, like 4 years ago now or something? It was a while ago. And then I went from like $1 or something a day to like $3 and something a day. And I was like, wow, I am making mad money on this single card. This is insane. And we're in a winter. I was like, this is awesome. And then next thing you know, a couple days go by and we found out Ethereum Classic got attacked through NiceHash. Guess what? I was part of that attack. Didn't even realize at that time. I was fairly new. But I was involved in that attack mining Ethereum Classic, and I was getting like double the profits while I was performing that attack on it. So it was crazy. It was insane how that went through. But that's what ended up happening. Would you mind going through 3900x profitability on your calculator for all the coins? I don't have all the coins on here currently. I've been talking to the dev that's been putting this together. There's about 6 or 7 new coins coming, including the ones I've been talking about, like VCOX, Tizen should be coming on here. What other coins? There's a couple other coins here that's going to be added. So right now, the ones currently sitting here aren't looking too great anymore because it's more public aware. So we got to get into that. Pulsar is one coin to take a look at. It is going to be forking. As you know, if you're unfamiliar with Pulsar, about 2 months ago, Wild Rig released a GPU miner for curve hash, and then GPUs pretty much took over. It turns out that algorithm was very good with GPUs, and then it pretty much pushed CPUs off that. But they are going to be forking again, removing all GPUs off of Pulsar, and it will become only CPUs again. That's happening sometime soon. So when that happens, you know, be ready. Be ready to potentially switch, because we'll probably be able to get, you know, gobble up a few nice profitability days there really early on. So we'll keep an eye on that, but that's one of the things that's going to be coming there. Anyone that would trust NiceHash at this point is lost. Just my opinion. Do what you want. Yeah, I agree with that, Tech Man. You know, you got to think, they paid Linus how much? Like over $1 million or something to promote NiceHash Quick Miner. So, you know, they're making a lot of money from you guys. You should be getting a lot more than what you're actually getting paid. But, you know, they're just paying you the bare minimum because it looks like you guys are making some money. But those buyers, they're paying mad bank for your hash. And I don't know why. I don't really never understood the whole situation. Why wouldn't they just buy their own rigs or something? But who knows? My Pulsar wallet won't open no more. Your Pulsar won't open no more. What about MB Miner, bro? NB Miner. I have not used MB Miner for quite some time. So I said open my email. So I got to try to... how can I do this? How do I open my email without everybody seeing everything? You know what? I'm going to open it on my phone. No, that won't work because then no one can see nothing. Let's try to open mail. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do it later. We might have to continue this discussion tomorrow. NiceHash makes millions per day. Yeah, they make a ton of money. Crazy amount of money. Actually, I want to have a look. If I was a buyer, hash power buying, live marketplace. Bitcoin, we got 1 pet. That's not very much. Ether 1 terahash. Litecoin 1 terahash. Buy hash power. Let's buy some hash power. Like if we wanted to buy something right now, let's see what we could do. Let's see what we got here. So this is for script. Let's look at Kapow. What's Kapow got right now? Kapow. I want to buy some Kapow hash rate. Let's kind of move this up. All right, so we got some Kapow hash rate here. So in USA West, we got 0.1379 terahash worth of hash rate. We got 0.2, 0.7 just dropped. So add this all up together, 0.2, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, so 2, 0.4. So we got half a terahash worth of hash rate here. So that's over what, that's already over what That's over 51% right there, right? Just through right here. I imagine if we really wanted to get more, we could probably pull some off Ethereum somehow. But we already could fit, if I had the money, I could take all these rigs right now, point it all at Neoxa, for example, and I would control the network by renting all this right now, because this is all available right now for Kapow. So if I wanted to, I could just, I got to log in and create an account. I can't do it, and I'm not rich enough. But you can see here, you just come in here and it shows you hash rate and stuff that is available to rent. And by rent, so let's say you're on whatever right now. Say you're mining Ethereum. Where's Ethereum? Tiger Hashimoto. Boom, look at all this. Boom, boom, boom. This is everybody. So this is probably everyone through QuickMiner and stuff is going through here. We could rent some of this, point it at whatever, and see what happens. But that's everyone. That's only for Ethash currently. They do the same as Unminable. Should I sell my GPUs? Unminable, all it is you're mining one coin and they swap it for you for a different coin. It's not, Unminable is a totally different platform than NiceHash, if that's what you're referring to for that. What do we got here? I should sell. Users are automatically paid in Bitcoin no matter what coin or algorithm is being mined. Yeah, users are automatically paid in Bitcoin because the buyer can only buy. You buy the hash rate through Bitcoin. You're getting your Bitcoin from the buyer. You're getting a portion of what the buyer paid NiceHash for. That's why you get Bitcoin. It doesn't matter what you're mining. You're always getting Bitcoin. They're not converting it from anything or anything. The buyer is getting whatever you guys hash at. So if I went to NiceHash right now, I give them my Ethereum address. I want Ethereum mined at whatever pool. I give them X amount of money in Bitcoin. All the hash rate I rental is getting paid that Bitcoin. All the Ethereum mined through that hash rate is going to my wallet because I rented it. That's why you get paid on Bitcoin. They're not swapping and exchanging the Bitcoin over. They're just getting paid in that Bitcoin. They may have added extra things in there where they do accept Ethereum and stuff now, and then they might convert it over, but it's all coming straight out of the buyer's pocket to you, not what you mine. Whatever you mine is going straight into the buyer's wallet through the pools that he decides. So yeah, that's how that works. I will look at your email though after this and see what the links and stuff are. But as far as I understand NiceHash, that's how it works. It's just a rental system, and whatever the buyer mines is going to his wallet for X for whatever he paid for. How do they guarantee the hash rate people buy? It fluctuates. Yeah, based on fees, gas fees. You can see like if everything was going up. Remember, NiceHash, they have examples through all this. They have scripts built for all this. As the price fluctuates, as things happen, it's all auto updating how they do it. But in the end, all it is a simple buyer buying your hash rate. The amount of hash rate he buys for X amount of time goes to his wallet, whatever you are mining. So you might be mining Ethereum. That Ethereum is going to the buyer's wallet. He's getting that Ethereum through your hash rate for the X amount of time. He upfront paid for your hash rate with Bitcoin or whatever they do accept now, but usually it's Bitcoin, which is why you're getting paid in Bitcoin. He just pays for it and he gets whatever amount you guys mine for him, is how that operation works. I seen some balls. You will get a lot more than that on Kapow if you pay a little, as it will switch miners from the ETH to Kapow to boost hash rate. Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I mean. It's based on script. So I don't know the whole platform, how it works on the buyer side. But like I'm saying, like you could definitely, there's probably a way, I'm assuming those numbers will change because a lot of that hash rate might be just from the QuickMiner, which means it's only mining like Ethereum or something. So you're renting that. But once Ethereum is gone and more people move to maybe the full Ethereum platform, those numbers will open up more for the other GPU algorithms because there's more hash rate in there you could pick from. And like I said, if I wanted to mine Kapow and I was willing to pay enough for it, you would take all that Ethereum hash power as well for the people that are actually utilizing the full NiceHash program, not just a QuickMiner, because the QuickMiner doesn't move to those other ones. Not yet anyway. They're probably adding a new QuickMiner in for like Ergo or something as well. QM has new coins coming out too. Coin market, is that what it is? I have free electricity at my place. Should I sell my GPU or keep mining? Well, if you have free power, you have nothing to worry about. If you're going to stay at free power and you know you're going to have free power, then you're okay. Because whatever coin you mine, you don't have to worry about the power price for it. So you will always be profitable and be good for those future pumps. So free power, you don't have to worry about anything. Yes, your profitability is still going to drop a lot, but you don't have to worry about your power bill. And that's the biggest expense out of any miner. You drop that power bill as much as you possibly can through more efficient equipment or moving somewhere or getting, renting a hosting space for 5 cents per kilowatt hour or something, then you're okay. That's a better way to go about it. But again, I wouldn't trust my rigs with other people, but it's hard to say. Anyway, sounds like money laundering. Oh, craziness. It's exactly how Flux will work in the future, selling your hash power. Selling your hash power. Is that, that proof of useful work thing? I don't know. I'm really confused about the whole proof of useful work because it seems like they're trying to capitalize on that whole statement now. Now, even when they put their nodes, proof of useful nodes now, like that makes zero sense. A node is a node. It's all the same garbage. Well, it's not really garbage. You're making some, but ever since I saw, start saying proof of useful nodes now, I get, it might be a joke or funny because they want to promote the useful work thing. There's still no useful work out there at all, anywhere for it. There's a lot of hopes and promises, but nothing is there yet. Proof of useful nodes, it's one of the least profitable nodes currently, unless it sees $1,000 price gain, but we can see what's going on here. So I'm really up in the air. Jeff Key, $5. Thank you for the stream. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Jeep Mall LS1, thank you for the US $9.99. Panda, what's the best way to negotiate with my electric company? Also, what's the best CPU for miner Monero, and what do you think of YFI Urine Finance after the merge? So how do I start this? Guys, do you want to let them know? This is Rabid, not Panda. Okay, but thank you. As for what CPUs, the Ryzen CPUs are the most versatile CPUs out there because they do have that L3 cache. So use that L3 cache. I would go with all Ryzen CPUs, preferably the 3959, 3950, 5950Xs. The next gen is coming out. I don't expect any big performance jumps when it comes to mining performance on them. We'll see what happens when it comes to their L2 cache. But if it's the same, they're going to be mining the same. And they are going to come with a much higher price tag because it's new tech. Plus, you need DDR5, which is new tech, going to be expensive. New motherboards. It's all a difference. AM4 now instead of AM3. The pins are in the motherboard instead of CPU. Everything is changing with the next gen. So you need brand new everything to move up to the next CPU. So it's going to be very interesting there. RabidMining, I'll gladly do an AMA with you if you got questions regarding the use of our Flux nodes and power. Hey, no problem. We can definitely take a look at that sometime because I'm very curious. I don't know much about how the whole Flux operation or anything works right now. I do know that Zelcore's Fusion though costs too much. What was I using? I was using crypto.com and I'd used my Ethereum. I got myself my 1,000 Flux finally, a little over 1,000 Flux. Swapped it into Flux so I could finally run a node. I did it through the Titan nodes because I don't have the bandwidth to support it. But it costed, what was it? Barely any, you needed some BSC in there, but it hardly used any of that. But it was like 4 Flux to swap over from the Binance chain into mainnet through the Fusion there. And I was like, 4 Flux. If Flux hits $1,000, that's $4,000 in fees I just paid. Thanks a lot, Zelcore. A lot of things, it looks cheap because, price is down or something, but you start looking at potential gains and stuff. If you're using a whole token or more to do something, that seems like an expensive fee in my mind. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it differently. But Zelcore needs to fix something. I don't know which end it's on though. Do half of you even know what Rabid means? Panda can stop a fan. Yeah, Panda can stop a fan. I just chopped my finger off. Can you start a pandemic? Rabid Panda. Oh my gosh, what are we talking about here? I don't know what something's happening. Ethermine shows the Ethereum proof of work mining phase will end in approximately 17 days, 12 hours, and 25 minutes. It means 14th of September. Threadripper fun. Maybe we can sell Rabid Panda bathwater. Oh my gosh! Don't even start with that Panda bathwater here. Oh, that's your guys' own thing. Oh my gosh, oh geez, here we go. But thank you for the Threadripper fund. You know, that Threadripper fund might turn into an epic fund because I'd really love to get my hands on like a 64 core CPU. That'd be insane. That'd be awesome. That'd be amazing. Zelcore fusion and airdrop fees suck. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I don't know if it's just a Zelcore thing or if it's a network thing. I don't think it's a network thing because it's really cheap to send everything. It doesn't use much coins. So I think it's a Zelcore thing in general. So I don't know if we can work out the same utilization on a new wallet because I don't like Zelcore as much as everyone likes to pump it. I don't like it. It costs too much to do anything on Zelcore, in my personal opinion. So again, I don't know how these whole networks work, but it just seems like it's expensive to utilize it. Why do you think S price insanely dropped the past 48 hours? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a trader. I haven't been following any news. There's probably some news related issue out there that would cause it. My personal opinion is because this is normal. That's my personal opinion. This is normal. Like, let's look back at this for a second. Where's CoinMarketCap? If you're looking at the markets, you want to know what's going on. Honestly, don't look at Ethereum or any coin. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is what determines, in my mind, what the markets are going to do. So I did do that video a while back, and we can see the cycles. Let's start with the cycles. Where's a better screen here? Is this one good? Yeah, this one's good. So we can look back. This is currently where we're at now. Here we got the 2017-18 run, and here we got this little blip here, which everyone seems to forget about this guy, but it totally falls into play with everything. So this is 2013. And that was an initial bull run for crypto. Look at Bitcoin. Oh, it looks a lot bigger now, doesn't it? Bitcoin went from $114 upwards to over $1,000, like 1,100 and something. And then it came down and dropped. So so we can see. So yeah, right here. So this is kind of what I did my pricing analysis on. And we can see usually from the 1 year, from the all-time high, remember the high, not, from the year, but from the high, like down to like the couple months. So we can see here, we're at about December of 2013. We hit the peak, and exactly pretty much 1 year later, we hit the bottom of the crypto market. Here we can see January. So within a month, we hit rock bottom. And just to show you kind of what's going on here, bring it out a little bit. Just before the bottom, look at this. Here we have our July, August right here. Look, we're coming down from a low. July, August come in. Look, we have nice gains. And what happens? We start collapsing to the bottom 1 year from the all-time high. Very interesting in 2013. Now remember, 4-year cycles. Bitcoin halves every 4 years. The following year after the cycle is usually when we hit that peak all-time highs of the bull run. We're moving in from 2013, 4 years later, to 2017. Kaboom! Exact same thing. Now let's take a look at our all-time high to our all-time low. And I did go through all this in a video. We're just doing a fast track version right now. So here we are in the high again. We look like we peaked at about December of 2017, and the low came in December of 2018. Exactly 1 year later. The 2013 all-time high to all-time low was about 82% of a drop from the high to the low. The 2017 here was about an 84% drop from the high to the low, exactly 1 year apart. You know what? A lot of stuff probably happened in the news here. I don't care. Ignore the world. This is what I'm looking at. Let's fast forward. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this too. Now we got to go into here. I think these are the July, August here. Yeah, so here we are again. July, August type of pump, and it usually lasts about 5 weeks. We're coming from a low, moving into a high here, and then the end of the year comes the bottom. Now we're moving into where we are at right now. So here's where I said our high actually happened right here in 2021. Again, around November. The bull run started slightly earlier this time, and each run is longer than the previous run before, which is good things for crypto. But we still had the all-time high happen in November, which is why I think the low, the rock bottom of the market, yes, a lot of stuff's happening in the world. You got inflation, you got this. I always say, ignore the world. I don't care what's going on there. This stuff all happened every single time. The bottom is going to happen sometime at the end of this year yet again. And now we had that July, August pump, and we're coming back down again. This has all played itself like a broken record since 2013. So this is how I am looking at the market. I'm ignoring everything that's going on, And this is how I'm playing out why I stable coined up and I pulled out of a lot of coins waiting for the bottom to come. I could be 100% wrong. That's just my theory on the whole situation. Do not do what I do. Probably not. You know, it might not make sense because this is happening here, that's happening there. But I don't follow trading. I'm not a trader. I'm not a stock guy. I'm not a nothing. I'm just looking at the past and bringing that to the future. We're always supposed to learn from the past. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Not financial advice. Get your own research from maybe a real trader and make better decisions than me. But we'll see. Yeah, you know, little things happen here and there, but this is just my theory on the whole situation. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, there's supposed to be some more money allegedly coming in from the government in the States there. So we may see some gains come up again, but I really don't think the bottom has come. And based on all of my numbers, I really think Bitcoin, the bottom is going to be around the 14,000 mark based on what I was looking in the past. I've been saying this since Bitcoin was hitting around 45,000. People were saying it's never going to go below 40 to 45,000. Well, guess what? We're below it and we're not at the end of the year yet. So we'll see what happens. Not sure. Last year, starting December, it went up. Probably. I don't know, but I'm just basing everything off this. You're all going to have your small jumps here and there. But, you know, this July thing always happened. The August thing always happened. It lasts about 5 weeks. 5 weeks has come and gone. That's why I pulled out. I think people are offloading ETH to load up and holding at lower power point. If POS has no, that's a very thing too. We got to be, it's going to be very interesting. Now, this thing you got to keep in mind. Now, as a miner aspect, I know a lot of people like, I hope ETH crashes and burns. It's going to die. Worst coin ever, yada, yada, yada. You know, if it was staying POS, everyone would be saying how awesome and great ETH is. Let's keep mining it. You know, I think it's a lot of disgruntled miners. Obviously, it's like taking a big pay cut, you know, at your job. You hate your boss for it. So a few things are going to happen here. If Ethereum goes through with the merge, obviously they are going to go through with the merge, but if it's a success and no really big hiccups happen, that's a good thing for Ethereum. It's really going to be interesting to see how the dApps and DeFi and everything works out. Remember, they had their chance to test on those test nets as well. If some OpenSea or someone decided they didn't want to test and something's broken on their end, that's on them, not on Ethereum. Ethereum said they're going through with this. It's up to you guys to get your stuff to work once we do it. So, you know, is legit logic on their end. That's the way they're going. So if everything goes through, though, and it's good, and then they implement sharding and, you know, the layer 2 and all the scaling abilities by 2025 or so, when the next bull run is potentially going to come in, Ethereum is going to see massive gains going into the future. You cannot deny that. As much as you may hate it because it's taking all your money away from mining, it's going to explode. Why is it going to explode? Look at the users on it. Users, what makes a coin valuable? Obviously, users using the coin. Yes, Ethereum's going away. I don't like it. I don't want it, but it doesn't mean the coin is going to turn into trash all of a sudden just because it went to POS. It still has so much versatility, so much utility, so many users are on it that the coin's literally probably going to hit all-time highs, probably huge all-time highs in the next run because so many people use it. At the same time, they could have major issues. They could have downtime. It could turn into a Luna. You know, it could imagine like what if it pulls a Solana and it's down for 8 hours, 12 hours, 2 days. That would have huge effects because that ecosystem is so large that then it could see massive sell pressure and drop. So no, it's really up to the devs at this point and how this is going to play out. Are they really 100% sure this is going to go through and flawlessly, or is there going to be a lot of hiccups? Yes, we expect hiccups to happen, but how big are some of these hiccups? So that's what we thought. That's just my opinion on ETH. You know, I'm not hating on it. I really think if it does good through this whole merge, it's going to have huge price gains, massive price gains. But it all comes down to how smooth and everything the transition does happen. The censorship thing is a big deal. That is really big. So obviously we heard about all that news too. Yes, right now it's not a security because it's being mined. Once it does move to POS, it looks like the SEC may change their mind and move it to a security because of this. And that could have censorship, whole bunch of allocations on it. You know, Biden says, no, those guys over there can't do this, or this bank says they can't do this, or a whole bunch of validators, whatever, decides to halt transactions because they can at that point with censorship, a lot of the Ethereum devs will end up leaving. And this is probably a big functionality that's not good. What those devs could either, fork their own, go back to proof of work. They could all move to ETC. There's a lot of platforms now that I know. Now just kind of moving into the next question there from Perkster there. What about ETC's future? Well, I think ETC has a big future. A bunch of people are like, well, they're not building on it. They're not doing anything. Ethereum's been dead forever. So they have been actually behind the scenes doing a lot of work. DeFi is opening up. NFTs are hitting like crazy. dApps, DEXs, everything is being built on it. Plus, they got a large backing from a lot of these mining pools as well. So they're getting money coming in to pay the devs to do stuff. A lot of platforms are building on ETC. So it's going to be kind of funny. What if we're done. We're sick of talking about the merge. We're sick of talking about Ethereum. It's time to move on. And what if the next go-to turns into Ethereum, the original Ethereum? I think it'd be hilarious. It's a very good chance. I really think Ethereum Classic is probably the best chance to absorbing most of the hash rate out there. Now, obviously, it's going to be ASICs first. It's going to be all those Ipollo miners, Jazz miners, Annex miners, a ton of E9s, Bitmain miners. It's going to be oversaturated with ASICs initially. But if it sees price gains, it will be able to pay miners enough to allow GPUs starting to come onto the network. And then we all know all our overclock settings, everything at that point. And it also comes down to power. But like I said, we were looking at my sheet before, and ETC needs the smallest price gains to cater to all that. Then a lot of the other coins, they need a lot of price gains to cater. So it's going to be very interesting times. Again, I have no idea how the future is going to play out. We're really going to have to be on our toes, really looking out the market, seeing how much a coin is paying out. Yes, what to mine is an easy resource to look at that. But initially, we're probably going to have to look at coins that aren't on what to mine. Look at how much in the back end coins are paying out. What to mine is kind of like auto-calculating all of that for you, where what I do on CPUs, I kind of, got to do on the fly in my head, and takes a little longer to do, but same type of operation. But you really got to look at coins that might not be on there, because while everyone's fighting at what to mine, there could be some coin out there paying you $2 a day where, the top coin on what to mine is probably negative 10 cents or something. So it's gonna be interesting. And as for the merge time date, I remember that comment a while back. I believe it's anywhere between the 10th upwards to the 15th, 16th, depending on hash rate. Now it's depending on hash rate once Bellatrix goes live. So Bellatrix is going live on the 6th. And if the hash rate maintains fairly stable, it'll be about 10 days, which is the 15th, 16th. That's 9-10 days. And obviously, if the price is going down like we just seen, that means hash rate may move off, depending on your hardware and stuff and power price. It will be actually extended longer because less hash rate. Now, if the price does pick up back up again, or profitability, or some people decide, all right, I need to get as much ETH as I possibly can at this point, hash rate comes on, that will make the merge before the 15th or 16th. But it's all going to start at the 6th once Bellatrix does go live. Going live on the 6th starts the whole merge process in play. And then we're on a ticking time bomb of about 10 days plus or minus 3 days or so is how I see the merge playing out. So it's going to be very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting times. Red Puts here. RabidMining has 32S standby to stake it medium. Oh, good. I do not have 32F. But here's another thing I kind of wanted to bring up here. Speaking now we're here about ETH. Okay, we're going to get rid of this nice ass stuff. Look at this. Yes, I'm down here. But, all right. So I was curious. I went in here looking for my year. So this is for my year mining to flexible. Now, remember I was trying other coins. Current price, whatever. But look at 6.6 Ethereum is what I mined on the pool. That's very interesting. So 6.6 Ethereum. Now, we do know I found 2 blocks on 2 miner solo. We found 2 blocks there. And look at the blocks here. Throughout the year. So we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 ETH worth of solo blocks throughout the year Mining to a pool, I got 6. Wow. I should have solo mined all year. Now, there is the argument while you're on the pool, you might not have set the same share or difficulty of a share, and then you probably wouldn't have found that solo block type of thing. So, you know, that very justifies as well. That could very well be. I want another thing here. Let's go into, I want to go into Flexible. Let's take a look at my Ethereum Classic mining here. Bam. Open dashboard. Look at these blocks. Bam. Oh, 3 hours ago I just found one. So now I'm in the ETC here. Look at these blocks. I found one 3 hours ago. 13, 14, 16, 17, 1 month, 2 months. And then I quit mine. I tried something else here. I can't remember. But just racking up solo blocks. I'm really starting to think, you know what? I'm going to take a year off pool mining and maybe just solo mine or something, because that's kind of insane thinking about it. They don't have orphans. Yeah, that's true. There could be an orphan thing. Pools do have everything tweaked a lot better and stuff. And yeah, that would suck to solo mine and hit an orphan. Like actually you saw there, I did have a Uncle ETC block. That was horrible. I only got like 0.007 ETC out of the block because of the orphan. That is where your latency definitely comes in. But it's going to be, will I continue to play Bitcoin Miner? Yeah, I'll play it sometimes for sure. I got my character online there right now. It's been there for a couple days. I've mostly been playing Ark and stuff now throughout the gaming channel. I've been off all games for like a week, but I'm going back to that. Guys, join the Rabid gaming channel as well. Link is in the description. We play video games and stuff, test out hardware. We'll be testing out some gaming performance of an Intel Arc GPU on that channel whenever it comes in. And then obviously we got to test out the mining performance here, but we'll see. Was you talking about ETC or ETH just now soloing? I was talking about everything. We're going to be soloing everything, but just now it was ETC where I found in the past month, like, what was that, 5-6 blocks in the past month on ETC. And the hash rate, Ethereum Classic hash rate, yes, it's skyrocketed. It's at like 40 some terahash right now. Where are we at? Yeah, look at this. Look at the ETC hash rate. This is insane. Boom. We went from 31 upwards to 44. So we gained like 12, 13 terahash. But I haven't really like obviously we noticed rewards are dropping. I'm going to look into my Ipollo miners, their profitability, but we only lost like 20, 25% in profitability. We lost a lot more if you look at the current price. Yeah, for sure. But in terms of coins mined, it's only down 20%. ETC is still definitely paying for power easily on the Ipollos. But if you're on a GPU, it's going to be a different story. They use a lot more power, but that's what it comes down to, efficiency of your equipment, guys. Like I have no issues mining on an ASIC. I have no issues mining on anything. If it's efficient and making money, I'll mine on it. If it's not a GPU, then I guess, you know, it's not a GPU. I shut them off. But that's just the way I use it. I'm a miner. I want to mine whatever's profitable and keep mining after the merge. It might be something else other than a GPU, but that's just the way it works. The world it's not point and click anymore. 10 megahash nano miner with base clocks on ETH on the ARC. Yeah, that's remember, that's a low quality ARC. I believe that's the bottom of the barrel one, equivalent to a 1650, they say. There's still 2 or 3 ARC models above that. The high one, I believe, is supposed to be equivalent to an RTX 3070. I can't remember the model name or where to even find those things, or maybe they're not even coming out anymore. I have no idea. Maybe they halted all progress on that situation because obviously that's like last gen, but it is Intel's first current move into it. So it'll be very interesting to see how they go about this. But what you get. Yeah, I think I have the 380, the ARC 380, the small one coming in. 92 BT, the Membus, yeah, definitely small. DDR6. What's up, Rabid? Long time no see. Oh, hey there, Sonia Near, Wheeling Crypto and Coffee. What's happening? What are you up to? Halted dehydrated production bit iffy. Will you do lives on Bitcoin Miner again? Yeah, if you guys want me to go live on Bitcoin Miner again, we can do some live streams on Bitcoin Miner. Why not? You know, it's fun. It's awesome. Or do some videos or whatever there. Move GPU to ETC, Flux, Raven, or Ergo. Yeah, well, obviously we have to move somewhere. Now, my initial plan is all my GPUs are going to be shut off day one. That's for real. That's what I'm going to do. I will take one GPU. I don't know what. Probably the A2000. because it's going to be the most efficient on everything, even more efficient than 3070s. I still got more testing to do, but I believe A2000 is one of the only, that and the 3070s are saviors for after Ethereum. There are AMD cards are actually pretty good on Ergo, so don't get me wrong there. But I mean on Raven. But I'm going to be trying with one card. I'm going to be looking around for coins that may be doing something or may not be doing anything and no one knows about, and then putting my card on it. And if it's matching up some calculations, then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to mine this one because it's going to make money. But like I said earlier, going to what to mine and thinking, you know, that's going to help you out. That's what everyone's going to do. You got to do what the majority aren't doing to remain profitable. If you do what everyone's doing, everyone's just going to be switching to profitable coins or what they think is profitable, and then it's not going to be profitable for like more than an hour. So you got to keep in mind with all these coins here also, they're pools. So where's mining pool stats? Let's just look at, let's take a look at, I guess, Flux, for example. Let's have a look at Flux and all the pools. So if we look here, we got some prop pools. So prop is good. It's PPL and T. There's actually a lot of prop Flux pools. So it might not be as bad on Flux as some of the other coins. But you got to realize the pool you're mining on as well. So PPL and T, PPL and S, they're all pretty much the same thing. They're paid for you for shares sent to the pool over time, and then you get full shares, actually fill that log up. Then you have prop and then PPS. So PPS is shares in between each block found. So based on your shares that you sent at the time, after each block, it resets, and that's how you get paid. So if you're moving over and say you go to what to mine and it says Flux is number one, and then you go to a PPL and T or PPL and S pool, all of a sudden you're like, okay, so you move to that. What to mine says it's the most profitable. And then you got to wait, like, depending on the log, it could be anywhere from 2 to 6 hours before you actually start sending full share hash rate to get your payouts for that card. By the time you fill up that log, you're most likely already down. Flux just hit 10th, 12th, 20th spot on what to mine, and now you got to look for a new coin. You keep doing that on PPL and S logs, you're never going to make anything because you've never even sent high enough share to be paid anything at that point. So then you're going to start looking at prop pools and stuff like that, because then you get paid between each round. Now prop and stuff, it's a really big deal because somebody with a large farm could do their, like I'm talking about, your statistics, how long a pool found a block, when was the last time. Technically they should find a block soon. So if a large farm comes into a prop pool and a whole bunch of little miners are on it and it's about to hit a block, they send a mass amount of shares, probably way more than what you just did, and then all of a sudden they steal all your rewards and they move on to the next one. That's what this pool hopping big operation kind of stands for. PPL and S, PPL and T was kind of there to prevent that, to reward miners mining at the pool longer to prevent pool hoppers. But the whole new pool hopper game is going to come to a whole new level again based on what to mine and all these other coins, because everyone is going to be bouncing everywhere like crazy. And if you move to a PPL and S thing here, by the time you fill up your log, it's not going to be number one anymore. So these are different type of strategies you got to keep in mind when trying to look for profitable coins and do different things. So be well aware of what's going on around you. It's going to be very interesting times for sure. And the type of pool you use, what you move to, the platform you're using to tell you what's profitable, whether just doing it yourself and looking at no-name coins to main name coins. It's going to be night and day for a lot of people, especially on power price and efficiency of hardware in terms of daily mining profitability after that. But it's going to be very interesting. That's not how luck works. No, obviously you can get extremely lucky, but if a pool has been mining for a while, especially on a prop pool or a PPS pool, it's been mining for a while and it should hit that block soon. And the pool hopper goes in there and sends a mass amount of shares very fast because he has such big rigs. He's going to take all your rewards away. It's just that easy because he sent more shares than people have been mining there for the last 6 hours trying to hit that block. It's crazy how that works, but that's how it works. You got to realize this is a game, guys. This is a game to a lot of people. And if you play it right, you can make a lot of money. And if you're just there and you got to do a lot of research, if you don't do it right, you could lose a lot of money. So keep that all in the back of your head, guys. Crypto mining is also a game, and we're going to see the game turn to a whole new level once the merge goes through. What do I think about your Mercedes laptop? That's a wicked laptop. Awesome. Nice laptop. Oh, craziness. I love this game. Yeah, it's a wicked game. It's an addictive game. It's not a point and click game anymore pretty soon. As you flip 5 tails, you don't increase chances of a fake next. No, that's very true. You don't, but you never know. Luck could be there. Luck has played out in my favor quite often. As you know, when I've been looking at those solo mining stuff, I hit a couple blocks at 6% luck. Why? Because I did it on math, based it on statistics. I went to the pool, I mined for X amount of time. I should hit a block around this time. Moved to solo, boom, 6%. You know, statistic wise and math wise, it made sense and it worked. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. It all works out to luck. Luck, you could have one GPU, you could hit 2 Ethereum blocks, you know, in the same day. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but massive luck will say you could. Or you could have 6 gigahash and not hit a block for a month. You know, this is how solo mining plays off. It's a very big gamble in a game, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But based on stats and statistics and doing things, you can definitely manipulate prop pools and stuff like that through mass amounts of hash rates. You can definitely be done. Just getting into crypto mining. What's the first thing I should do? Sell your rigs. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Will, for real. But no, well, it all depends. Play around. How big are you just mining on? It all depends. If you're mining on your gaming PC, this is a really thing I say new miners. Like a lot of the new ones, you know, they might just have their gaming PC. They might have just learned about it. And we're all talking about the merge, unprofitable, yada, yada. It's okay. If you're just a gamer and you want to mine and learn the ropes, you might have 1, 2 GPUs laying around or whatever. You can still mine at a loss. It's what you're not going to notice that power loss at that point, utilizing only 1 GPU or your gaming PC or something. But what it opens up a whole new world of possibilities at that point. That's why GPU mining and these cheaper, easier entry ways is amazing for crypto as a whole. Because then you can mine, you know, Raven coin, Neoxa, whatever. You send a coin and you might be like, that's how you learn wallet addresses. That's how you learn different wallets. Learn how to swap coins with these little bits of amounts. You might lose some coins and be like, oh crap, well, I'll remember not to do that again. And you know, things like that. It opens up the whole level to the whole crypto ecosystem, and it's really good, you know, for that. So I encourage you, you can ignore the merge, you can ignore mining at a loss, power prices, profitability, play with crypto if you're, you know, just entry level getting into it. Learn how everything works. It's a very interesting ecosystem with a big learning curve for a lot of new people. So that's, if depending on your size, Will, for real, that's what I say to you. Mine away, learn how everything works, try different wallets, try different coins. Don't point and click at NiceHash. Try to actually utilize crypto and see how the whole system works. You still like VCOX, happy with rewards? Yes, I'm still mining VCOX away at this. Where is the mining pool stat? Oh, here it is. Let's take a look at it. Good old VCOX. I'm very surprised right now. Look at this. Hash rate didn't really come up at all. I didn't do a how to mine though. Actually, I did one a long time ago, but there's new miners and stuff available for this now, but we're at like 1.5 mega hash on the network, and now we're only at about 2.1. So it didn't increase too much. I see mining for people here. This is the pool I'm using. He is in the chat, but it is a minus 10% PPL and S fee now, which means you're gaining 10% on top of that. So it looks like they're having a 48-hour increase on that. So that's awesome. I'm definitely still on. I better check on that actually. Did my rigs go offline? And yeah, they're still online. Awesome. Rigs are still online. Looking good. Looking good. But yeah, minus 10%. You guys got a CPU? Try it out. If you don't, you don't. Any KDA ASIC? Yes, I have a Mini Doge Pro. That's one thing to bring out. F2 Pool is up to their big tricks. I didn't do a video on this, but it was a big deal a couple days ago. I don't know if it's still down, but F2 Pool went down on KDA. I think some other pool went out too. I was just like, guys, if you're using F2 Pool for anything, I don't care if it's Litecoin, Doge, Ethereum, whatever they support, they've been ripping you guys all off. Every pool test so far from other people that I've seen, as well as my own, you get paid the least amount on them, but somehow the pool keeps on making a lot of money. So don't use F2 pool. They're just bad. And yes, their KDA miners went offline for a while. I'm actually on Pool Flare myself. Let's see if I can find it. Where is Pool? There it is. This is a little KD Box Pro. I don't know how it's doing. Whoa! It's only down to 0.9. 0.9. Was it offline for a while? I wasn't sending. Crazy. So profits came down. Looks like all those things are back online. I got about 196 KDA that I mined so far. I got to move the screen up. But when those pools went down, F2 pool and stuff, I was up to like 1.3 KDA a day. So that was actually awesome. I'm curious. So I've had this for what, 3-4 months now? I'm going to copy this. 3-4 months at 196. Let's go to KDA price. KDA price today, CoinGecko. Canadian, let's go to US because most of you guys are in the USA. So at the current price, that's about $309 for the past 3 months or so. But we look in the past, you can see KDA just exploded. And hopefully the next bull run, we get at least 24 and probably higher. They're trying to do a lot of good things out there. We'll see what happens. So let's say it hits $24 again. So 196 plus 24. Let's find out. Calculator, whatever. No. Let's go with calculator here. So we're going to go. Oh, crap. What was my number? What was my number, guys? Totally forgot. Go back. 196. So we got 196. I'm going to times that by 0. Let's say it hits 24 cents again. What? Oh, $24. I was like, what am I doing? I was like, that doesn't look right. Oh my God, it's horrible. $24. Not 24. That's 47.04. So if I shut this thing off right now, in the past 3 months, it would ROI itself in the bear market. Now this thing's down to like what? $1,000 now, $1,200. So the price is definitely down on them. So you could ROI 4 of these at that point in about 3 months. But you know, it's a different way. Oh crap. Different way to look at it. But yeah, I'm mining that. They use about, what was it, 50 cents a day, 50 to 60 cents a day at my 16 cents per kilowatt hour. So they don't use much power. They're really efficient. And hopefully KDA turns into a massive pump in the future. So we'll see what happens. F2 pool is a rigged pool. Yeah, for sure. Oh, if F2 pool is back up for KDA. Yeah. Yeah, no, but they are rigged. Have you guys seen that with the Ethereum thing? They were cheating the system. So what they were doing there is the uncle blocks. They were artificially keeping the difficulty high on the Ethereum network by saying when the block was actually found. They're saying it was found faster than when it was actually found. So they kept the difficulty higher on the network. And in replace, they would also kind of take block rewards away from the other pools, and they would be making more ETH on their blocks, but they were not giving that to the miners on the pool. They were keeping it in their own pocket. So they were still paying the miners whatever they thought they were supposed to be getting. Meanwhile, the pool is racking up these extra cash. And it does look like they're kind of doing the same thing across pretty much anything they mine. And their whole response is, well, no one said anything to us about it, so we just kept doing it. Well, I guess in a way, you know, it makes sense, but you know, you should, if you would at least gave that to the miners, that would be a good thing. But pocketing it and probably giving kickbacks, they do have, you know, some big mining farms on their side as well. So obviously some of those farms are probably making a lot more money and remaining with the pool, but the average miner like you and myself, you're losing. You didn't even know this was happening, and you were missing out on extra cash being handed out there. Tempted to get a KDA ASIC if GPU mining actually dies. It is going to die. GPU mining is literally going to die for most miners out there. It will come back. It won't be as profitable as we're used to by far, but it will come back. It all comes down to, see, I think this is the best time. Now I know this is bad, but I'm just looking at the big picture here. So why this is the best time for the whole thing to happen in the first place, because usually we come in the bear markets. Like I said, we're early in the crypto winter here. I don't even think, like I said, the bottom probably hasn't come yet, and then we have a year or so of very low prices at this profitability, and that alone usually moves miners off. We're still coming off the tail end of the bull run. It's still very, very early, so we haven't seen the hash rate and people actually quit yet. Yes, people are quitting, but nothing near to what usually quits. Plus, we have the merge coming, which will obviously bring a lot more people to quit. And we're really going to see some rock bottoms time. This is going to be the worst winter we have ever seen, especially for GPUs. So moving into the next one, once everyone quits, we will slowly ramp back into that bull market. But because it's not going to be like 3-month ROIs, we're making $15 a day on a GPU and stuff like we saw early last bull run, which brought in all these miners. It's going to be a lot slower of an increase in the next bull run, because we're going to have, all right, we're making 60 cents a day now, or 50 cents, or, we might get up to $1 if we're very lucky at the peak of the bull run. Like, that's how low it's going to be. So people aren't going to be mass buying GPUs and getting in there and, destroying difficulty across the work. So this is probably why I do think this is the best time for this all to happen. It'll pretty much, it's a complete wipeout and restart of GPU mining in general. So this is why I feel this is probably the best time for this to happen. Then as we slowly ramp into Ergo Flux, we'll see minimal gains, probably like 2013, before 2013, how these little things slowly start to grow. So it's like a big GPU mining reset is how I'm looking at this whole thing. And we'll see how this kind of comes to play into the future. So yeah, with that being said, KDA is going to have the most the most profitable way to mine, looking at current ASIC miner stats and everything, is Kadena until that difficulty goes to the roof. But those are going to be the most profitable miners on the market, are Kadena miners. Just looking at it right now, let's go to ASIC miner value right now and just have a look. ASIC miner value. We like to examine. We like to look at the whole market, ways to mine, not just GPUs. Like, GPUs is not the only way to mine crypto. A lot of people might have invested a little too much money in it, but I think it's a better way to, be more versatile, expand all around. But look at this. All the top miners here, they're all Ethash, Ethash, Ethash. And then we got the script. So the next most profitable miner, the L7, is going to move to the top of the list in profitability in terms of mining. We got the KD Max at that point. We got this other L7. This is Ethash, so it's going to come down. We got the L7, different model again. I don't know if that's a legit one. But look, it's going to be overran with script, and Kadena miners are going to fill the top 5 spots in terms of ASICs. So I know we're thinking, well, maybe ASIC prices will come down. Well, now these are now going to be marketed as the most profitable miners to mine with. We might not see price drops fall. Like, look at this. Where is it? The L7 is still making $15 a day after power. Yes, we're in a bear market. You have a mining farm with mad money, they'll pick these up like crazy. Bull run's coming. We have a script algorithm. We have a halving happening across Litecoin, which may affect this as well. But next bull run, these coins are going to take off, and these miners are going to be very efficient at it. Kadena explodes. These things are going to pick up and be insane. So, mining's channel, it depends how you look at the situation, but that's how I think a lot of this stuff is going to be promoted now, is no more Ethereum. You need a Kadena miner. That's what things are going to look like. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. But GPUs is probably, in my personal opinion, it's going to be one of the least profitable ways to mine crypto after the merge goes through, I think. Dilligaf, peace out. Wife came home. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming up. Will ASICs even be available to buy? They aren't producing enough. Yeah, see, that's the other situation. I tried getting a hold of Gold Shell and some other people to see what's going on. Do they have anything new coming out? And they're sold out of everything, and they don't know nothing, or they're just saying they don't know nothing. But yeah, they're not produced very much. And remember, another thing, what if Taiwan gets attacked by China? What if that happens? We might not see anything new for a very long time. And that could pick up GPU prices by a lot. We could run into another scalper thing. Even though there's no demand for them, we could see prices run up like crazy, because now we're not getting any semiconductors made or anything. So there's still a lot of different scenarios that could play out that are a lot of big unknowns at this point. Will Wrapped ETH work on Polygon? Wrapped ETH is Polygon, isn't it? It's Wrapped ETH is Polygon network, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Wrapped ETH is Polygon. I don't know. I've never really used it. I don't like doing any of those swap things because when you start involving in this and swapping that, you have a higher risk of losing your crypto. What if the bridge fails? You have more fees involved with things. I just stay away from all that garbage. I just call it garbage. You know, it might seem good, but the way everything is right now, there's a lot of high risk and potential losses. So I just don't do it. So I cannot answer, you know, any type of questions on that. Unprofitable high terahash S17s might be buy during a bear. Maybe. That's a good, yeah, that's a good point. Those unprofitable, you need a lot of power to rock Bitcoin mining ASICs. They're the safest ASIC because, but if you, as long as you have cheap power, because Bitcoin is going to remain, you know, on the algorithm forever. But they just use so much power. My personal opinion, if I was to go ASICs or something and I really wanted Bitcoin, I get L7, swap it into Bitcoin. I get Cadena miners, either hold it for that future Cadena pump or swap it to Bitcoin for that if you really want that. But all of those miners use less power and make you more per day, which means you would be getting more Bitcoin per day for less power by utilizing those over a Bitcoin miner. But that's just the way I'm looking at it. I could be wrong because everyone's buying Bitcoin miners like crazy, these huge farms, but obviously you need that for the decentralization to keep it secure. But that's just the way I look at it. I would buy a totally different ASIC that uses less power and makes more, and then get my Bitcoin that way. Right time to sell all the GPUs now or after the merge? Oh my gosh, that honestly, I've been saying this for a couple months ago, and no one ever believes me or listens to me or whatever. But when we're at the high, like when we're about to come into the tail end of the market here, I said we're coming, guys. A winter is coming. Like it's around that time, and you know it started happening. GPU prices were through the roof at the time. That was the time to sell it. We knew the merge. We didn't know for sure the merge was coming. It was all rumors. It'll be extended, yada, yada, yada. But that was the time to sell your GPUs. Right now is not the time. You're not going to get anything with them. And after the merge, it's going to be worse of a time because there's going to be so much more hardware on the market and there's no demand. Nobody's buying these GPUs. So I think the time to sell your hardware is gone. Best case scenario, maybe if you need money, then yeah, try to sell them, but you just hold on to them. And after this whole GPU reset thing happens, that's what I'm calling it. I dub this merge and everything the GPU reset, the great GPU reset. That's what this whole thing is called. So we heard it first here. That's what it is. But after the great GPU reset, then, you know, maybe you can turn them back on later on or something and see what happens. Remember, if everyone turns right back on, we're in the exact same boat because we're going to need a few cycles for these coins to hit highs to where it makes it worthwhile to mine them. So it's going to be very interesting times for sure. Rabid Convoy. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Rabid Convoy. The great Ethereum merge. Get the flags ready. Or not the great GPU reset. Let's do it. Free power at work. I'm net. There you go, Blake Jones. If you have, like I said, if you have free power, you got solar power, you can run it. You got batteries, backup, all this stuff under half a cent per kilowatt hour. You know, you don't have to worry about anything at all. Just mine. You're good. But people that pay like over 6 cents per kilowatt hour, you probably got to worry a little bit. 6 cents may be okay, but I don't know. I think even 6 to 7 cents might have rough times. But again, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Well, yeah. Well, rest in peace, Flux Pump minus 15. Well, yeah, for sure. Like that's what I said. It's if you had Flux, you probably should have sold it. I put mine in a node, so I couldn't. So that was bad timing on my end. But let's just go back here. Like we've seen this. Flux was actually up today. Where's my list? Watch list. Where is it? Flux. So it's still at 6%. It's kind of on the uphill swing. But you see all this, guys? You see all this? That doesn't mean Flux is going to keep going up. This is going to turn into the same red line here very soon. Not financial advice. All these things. Ergo, looks like Duro's doing something. But everything is going to turn into this red. Now, this is a very interesting thing. If you watch these things really close, you can get an idea of how some, now it's not like this all the time, but about 90% of the time, There's are a few coins that are usually behind, like Raptorium, sometimes 3 to 4 days behind. Duro, I think, is a couple days behind. Flux, we can see, is behind right now by a couple hours at least. But we can see this is happening. So what do you do at this point? Well, maybe sell some of your Flux. Get that out before it dips. It's going to dip. The same thing happens on the vice versa. If you see these start to move up at that point, but there's no movement here yet because these usually fall a day or two behind. That means tomorrow, this is just an example, Bitcoin starts going up right now 15, 20%. We're still seeing Flux or something come down or it's going sideways. In a day or two, we're probably going to see this hit that same 15, maybe 30% gains moving in a day or two's time. So this has happened from watching this a few times. Flux, Ergo, Raptorium, and I believe Duro, they're usually a day or two behind of what Bitcoin does. But it does end up following what they do. So, you know, look at things, pay attention to things, and things, you'll notice patterns, you'll notice theories and things that's going on around. So do that. Anyway, so what's going on? Hold on to it. Yeah, hold on to it. Unless, you know, by merge time, we could be coming, we could have like minus 30% across the whole market. We don't know what's going to happen. The merge isn't going to tell Bitcoin what it's going to do. And Bitcoin pretty much tells everything else what it's going to do. Do you think it's worth now to buy more 4 gigabyte GPUs? I mean, with all the difficulty we're going to face in choosing coin after the merge. No. 4 gigabyte GPUs usually falls into the Polaris type of category. Yes, they're probably like $25 a piece, but they're one of the least efficient GPUs on the market. I would not recommend any Polaris card to mine with unless you get it for free. And even then, you're going to be spending too much in power. It all comes down to the efficiency. You're going to need the most efficient hardware to survive, especially after the Ethereum merge goes through. So I would not recommend any 4 gigabyte GPUs. I don't know what GPUs. Honestly, A2000s, probably 3070s. You know, if you're big on ETC, I go with Ipollo miners, Jazz miners. I would not be buying GPUs for Ethereum Classic unless it sees some nice gains. It's going to be crazy Wild West times, guys. And we're going to have to be doing a lot of research and moving around to get through this. It's going to be fun. It's going to definitely be fun. Hopefully you guys stick around with me while we go on with this journey. 4 gigabyte workstation cards. I'm not too sure. Hello, Goshko from Duro. Oh, John Victor, what is going on? All right, guys. I got to tell you guys something. So, Jean Victor there, that's Goshko. He's like almost my idol in a way. You're probably like, why do you say that? So, this guy, I don't even know how to say this. So, he's got about, plus minus 2,200 and some epic CPUs mining farm. That's a lot of hash rate, and he makes a lot of money. But yeah, one day I'm going to be like him. He's awesome. I talk to him every once in a while. We talk about coins to mine and things to push stuff on and whatever. But yeah, he's got a massive amount of CPU hash rate, and it is absolutely insane. Like, it's on a level that when you look at a mining farm and you see like thousands of ASICs, that's like what this guy has with CPUs and epics. Not just any CPU, it's with epic CPUs, server grade 64 core monsters. And he's got over 2,000 of them. That is insane. Absolutely insane. And yeah, this guy's making like millions a day. That is epic. That's 100% epic. Oh, it's crazy. What is the cost of 2K epics? Well, yeah, a CPU alone is probably about $4,000 or $5,000. Then you need a couple grand for a motherboard and RAM, and it's expensive. It's very expensive. Oh man, go to NiceHash. Oh, that would be. Oh my gosh. No, because they don't. No, don't. That would be dumb. They only support XMR, but that would be hilarious if NiceHash supported more CPU mineable coins and someone like you went into NiceHash. I would be very interested to see what gets attacked and how fast. That would be if I had that many CPUs, I would definitely try an experiment like that. But they only support XMR, so it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be very fun. They're about 3.5 thousand a rig. Yeah, they're crazy. They are definitely crazy. Check your email. Yes, I will be checking my email right after the live stream. Nope, 100%. We'll be checking that out. How to be epic, be 2K epic. Yeah, I know. I really want to get my hands on an epic, but oh my gosh, they're insane. Oh, that's awesome. Anyway, guys, we have been here for quite some time, so I do appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. We will be live again tomorrow. I got some recording stuff to do here later, and we'll have some more fun again. We'll do a Q&A and stuff like that. So thank you for coming, everyone. I will see you guys all on the next one. Rabid out.